This issue for cyclists is so big and it's not going anywhere. A lot of cyclists understand the dangers of being out there. There's very few people that have not been hit by a car or had a very, very close call with a car, or have known someone that's been hit by a car. My name is Julia Vilich and I am the director of the Bear National Team. So the Bear National Team is a mountain bike, a cyclocross program, and a gravel program, ages 15 to 22. We had already had one of our riders 4 years ago pass away in a car accident. He was doing recon for a road race and he was hit head-on by a distracted driver. His name was Tate Menenges. Just recently, when Magnus White was also struck by a driver and killed, it really rocked our entire program. And so when we got together the following year to talk about what we wanted to focus on, really focusing on distracted driving and doing what we can to be safe as cyclists, this is the path we decided to take. The kids tackled things. The first, of course, was our own visibility. So we have bright pink kits this year. We went as high-vis as we possibly could. We also have very high-vis stickers on our helmets. We called Trek immediately and they sent out bike lights for every cyclist for every bike that they have. The other thing we did was the kids agreed that they would not ride alone. A lot of the kids had their power meters on their road bikes. They get out, they do their intervals, but we made a pact that no one was gonna ride alone and no one was gonna ride more than 2 days a week on the road unless they were in a stage race or something like that that mandated the fact that they had to ride twice a week. So that was kind of our piece and where we were in terms of making bear riders and hopefully encouraging other riders to do the same. The other piece has taken on a completely different dimension. The kids on the program have been tasked with really helping send this message to their peers. The only time that you're allowed to touch your phone is if you have to get directions to somewhere or you need to change your music, and everyone knows the best way to do that is just to pull over, pull it up, and get back on the road. Unfortunately, we've had 2 accidents this year. I'm one of them that recently was hit by a car, and another one of I guess he's an alumni, he's moved out of the ranks, and he was hit by a car. We were hit about a week apart. It was a very emotional call when we all talked about it. Fortunately, the other rider and myself came out fairly unscathed. Our bikes did not, but we came out unscathed. But it just goes to show that even though that we're moving forward with this initiative, we are only cracking the surface of the education that needs to occur in the US and beyond. It's so huge, it's hard to wrap your hands around, but we all feel so much better about the fact that we are taking small steps to ensure that, cars are more aware of cyclists on the road. Stuff can happen locally. Like, you can get involved with your local bike coalition. Almost every community has it, and certainly most of the communities where our kids are located. And whether it's going and speaking at public meetings, whether it's doing some type of volunteer work for that advocacy organization, and telling real stories. I don't think people understand until it's happened to a friend of theirs, or they know, or they've been involved themselves. And I think that going out next year and expanding our kind of distracted driver campaign to actually be hands on the ground advocacy work for local organizations is the only way we're going to see significant change. It's the only way we're going to have designated bike lanes, or not just a bike share with the arrows, but something that's got some type of protection alongside of it. So I think that our next step will be looking at that, how each one of the kids can get involved within their community to make a difference to a greater audience.